What up, friends and neighbors? It's out here in the woods. It's beautiful. A little past 8 in the morning. I get out here late because I gotta drop my son and my daughter off school, blah, blah, blah. I try to get down here by like sunrise so that these freaking off-leash dog owners who, like, I don't care if your dog's off leash if you got control of it, right? Like, if you call your dog and it comes to and it doesn't continue to freaking charge me, why would I care, you know? Anyway, I like coming out here when there's nobody out here. The colder it gets, the less people there are. But it's day 15. I'm halfway through my social media thing. No movies, no TV, yada, 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 yada. Print media I can read, listen to podcasts in the background, things of that nature. So halfway through my 31 days or whatever it is. I said 30, but I think, does November have 30 days? I don't know. I believe so. So the end of November, I'll be done with the social media purge and no movies, TV, blah, 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 blah. I'm feeling pretty good, feeling better, Yeah, 15 days in, man. Consistency is key, right? You gotta be consistent. You gotta stay consistent because some days I don't feel like doing this, right? I don't have motivation. Like today, I don't have the motivation. My freaking, there's roots and stones that stick out of the ground here. And, when you're moving, sometimes you hit one. And I jammed my right big toe in a couple months ago. And then, every now and then it hits again and sends that shooting pain up through my foot. And yesterday it was real bad. I did my hike and then I went down to the shop to do a couple cuts. And I could barely walk on it. I mean, I could walk on it, but it was painful. It's hurting. It's hurting today too. But it ain't gonna feel any better just sitting around. So here I am, out in the woods, doing my daily routine. Again, what are you doing to prepare for the last season of Project America? Hopefully the apocalypse stays over there and not over here, right? Oh boy, I guess that wouldn't be the definition of apocalypse now, would it? But on a serious note, get out there, do something, Get your mental together, get your physical together, I still have a couple little things to work on, to make myself 100% legit in the eyes of the law. Nothing that I'm doing that's terrible, but... And then, the exercise thing. And just, I don't like getting freaking attacked and charged by dogs, but, maybe I could deliver my message a little different. It's just that other day I was so hyped up after, three, 80 to 130 pound dogs come running up and the owner isn't even anywhere to be found and doesn't say or do anything to try to alleviate the situation, doesn't even apologize. She then told me that the reason why the dogs were trying to attack me is because I scared them. I scared them by staying back and letting her go by, right? Which I try to be like, hey, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, it's still on my mind, and I know people are like, oh, toughen up, it's just a dog. Yeah, you saw the video after the dog was separated from its pack and then, had no idea where its owner was, where the other dogs were. And, so the tables were turned, so he felt, and I was on a higher bluff than he was, so, he was intimidated at that point, Probably, not as intimidated as I was when all three of the dogs come rushing me, barking and charging, right? Gnashing their teeth, jumping all around you, surrounding you. You know what I mean? And so I scared them the fuck away because the lady's not helping. She called, but like one of them ran, after I stomped my feet and slapped my hands around, waving my arms. And then the other two followed suit. And that's when the other one got lost. And mind you, where I filmed that video, I was over a mile away from where his owner and his other two dogs, the other two dogs were. Talk about responsible dog owner. She doesn't even have a leash, right? Anyway, day 15. Someone said in my day 14, like, oh, now this explains the dog video. I'm like, well, if you go back several summers, you'll see that it happens a lot out here. You know, people think, you know, oh, I can have my dog off leash because I'm in the woods, but this is a public park, right? And like, you know, there are rules, there's laws to it. There is a leash law, there's a statewide leash law, then there's a keen leash law. And, you know, they say, you know, you could have your dog off leash down here, but it can't get further than 6 to 8 feet away from you. Your leash can't be any more than 8 feet. You know, they have to be under full voice control. Otherwise, they're not under your control. You know, you can't have a dog that rushes other dogs. You can't have a dog that rushes animals, that rushes people. I mean, it's all clearly laid out, written, but nobody reads that shit, right? And, you know, I get it. You know, people who have dogs, they're like, it's my baby, and blah, blah, they would never do anything. Yeah, to you, and that's the dog's job. Like people say, oh, he hates dogs and children. No, I love my children. I love my pets, right? I just don't have to love your children and your fucking pets, okay? Doesn't mean I hate them. It just means I don't like fucking irresponsible dog owners, right? Irresponsible parents either, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But, you know, I'm just out here doing my thing. I'm trying to exercise every day, right? I'm trying to become a better person. Could I have reacted differently at that situation? Sure, yeah, I guess I could have. You know, I could have filmed the whole thing so everybody would have saw from the get-go. That's what, you know, my girlfriend's like, you know, you should start wearing your freaking body cam, your GoPro, because then you'll just have all that, you know, just let it run the whole time that you're down there. She might not be wrong, you know. And people are like, well, bring mace. Yeah, I have weapons. You know what I mean? But I don't want to use the weapons on someone's fucking dog who's like, the dog thinks it's doing its job by taking care of the owner, you know? And if they're in a pack of, you know, 3 or more dogs, you know, they get hyped up, you know? Again, you know, I'm from Boston. I've been in riots in Boston, you know? People get hyped up from other people being hyped up. And then when you separate them, all of a sudden they're like, whoa, what the hell happened? You know what I mean? All right, video's too fucking long. Anyway, day 15, do your thing, make it happen. Enjoy your goddamn selves. Take care of yourselves and each other. And leash your fucking dog, especially if you care about it. You know what I mean? Last thing you want is your dog to hurt somebody and then have to be put down, or somebody hurt your dog and put it down. You know? That's all. Day 15. Keep it going. Prepare. Execute. Feel better. Peace.